Let's jump right in. Today we're unpacking a massive topic, the e-health solution for the modern working mother. If you're juggling a career and a family, you're gonna want to stick around for this explainer.
If you're a modern working mom here in the US, you are, quite literally, holding the world together. But let's be real, your morning routine probably doesn't look like some serene hour-long meditation session, right? Researchers at Nourish Scotland actually documented the daily lives of busy mothers, and they found it looks exactly like this quote, eating a piece of toast while running out the door. Honestly, probably while stepping on a rogue Lego. I just want to validate you right off the bat here. If you are exhausted, it is definitely not because you lack discipline or willpower. Now, it's actually because of this concept right here, time poverty. Now, this isn't just some trendy buzzword, it is a heavily documented sociological reality. Basically, time poverty is the systemic lack of discretionary time, and it's driven largely by the incredibly unequal allocation of unpaid domestic work and caregiving. I really need you to hear this clearly. Your exhaustion, it's a structural issue. It is absolutely not a personal failing.
And the data backs this up in a totally staggering way. Get a load of this number, 14.2. According to a Pew Research Center survey, working mothers in the U.S. spend an average of 14.2 hours per week on housework alone. Contrast that with 8.6 hours for working fathers. You are essentially working a part-time, entirely unpaid job on top of your full-time paid career and all your standard caregiving duties. It's wild. So when time is that incredibly scarce, what gives? Well, mothers inevitably compromise their own basic needs. The research points to the systemic reality of compromised meals and just straight-up self-neglect. Think about it. You'll expertly craft this beautiful, balanced dinner for your kids, and then you just grab a bowl of cereal or cold leftovers over the sink to save some energy. Your health literally takes a back seat simply to keep the family engine running. Okay, so when you finally do decide to carve out a tiny moment for your health, what typically happens? You download a traditional wellness app, and what does it immediately demand from you? A solid 60-minute uninterrupted workout and complex Sunday meal prep. Traditional health tech completely ignores the reality of time poverty. And the worst part, when you inevitably can't complete that grueling hour-long workout, they serve you up a massive side of guilt. And on top of all that guilt, there's the tech itself. The industry is suffering from what researchers call the paradox of choice and, well, feature bloat. Standard apps are packed with so many granular tracking features and badges and constant push notifications that they actually induce decision paralysis. For a busy mother, this everything all at once approach leads straight to app fatigue. I mean, you don't need another thing to manage. You need something that manages itself. The total failure of this standard approach is written loud and clear in the data. Look at this. A 2026 study on mental health app user engagement revealed a truly dismal 4% median daily active user rate. Let that sink in. That means 96% of users are inactive. This is what we call the rebound effect in action. Users get totally overwhelmed by the demands, they feel incredibly guilty for falling behind, and they just churn out entirely. So let's pivot. Section 1, Rewiring with CBT. This is all about using evidence-based psychology for modern working mothers. Because if the old way doesn't work, what actually does? Well, this is exactly where our new e-health platform comes in. We are entirely throwing out the guilt and instead using cognitive behavioral therapy, or CBT, to build sustainable habits. Specifically, we integrate the Sweet Institute's ABC model. That stands for antecedent, behavior, and consequence. Instead of shaming you, our service helps map out those limiting beliefs that keep getting in your way. We target sneaky thoughts like, I'm just not disciplined enough, and we rewire them with self-compassion. This way, you can actually change your behavior without carrying all that heavy emotional baggage. I absolutely love this insight from the Sweet Institute. They say, habit formation through CBT is more than behavior change. It is identity transformation. That is so powerful. Our service builds in the basic assumption that, hey, life happens and you will miss days. We use cognitive restructuring to give you the tools to bounce back quickly. It's all about helping you see yourself as fully capable of change and really celebrating progress over perfection.
Moving right along to Section 2, the power of micro-habits. We're talking small changes that create a massive impact.
Once we finally clear out that guilt, we introduce the real tactical engine of our platform, micro-habits. Listen, this is literally the ultimate solution for the time-poor working mother. Everyday well-being does not require a fancy gym membership. It's really about small bursts of movement. It's about finding that rhythm of well-being right at your desk, or maybe in your kitchen while you're just waiting for the kettle to boil. These tiny actions seamlessly shatter the cycle of sedentary stress. They require almost zero time, but man, they build major momentum. And we know for a fact this approach works because the data completely backs it up. Research by Dr. Habib Allah shows that apps incorporating microhabit strategies actually see a 40% higher retention rate than those demanding huge chunks of your time. Furthermore, an American Psychological Association survey found that when users truly feel autonomy, meaning they have personal choice and crucially aren't being guilt-tripped, they are 50% more likely to stick with it long-term. Microhabits and autonomy, those are your real keys to sustainable change.
So, let's look at what this actually looks like in practice. This is inspired by NASA's Desk Fit guidelines. Picture this. At 9 a.m., you do a quick 2-minute breathing exercise. At 12:30 p.m., you take a 5-minute walk. Then at 4 p.m., a simple 1-minute stretch. That is just 8 minutes total. And it's spread organically across your entire day. Research shows that these little micro breaks significantly boost cognitive function, deliver fresh oxygen to the brain, and help prevent chronic pain. It perfectly fits into even the most hectic back-to-back scheduled day.
And honestly, this is exactly why we designed our eHealth platform the way we did. We are offering a service that finally speaks your language. Our core features include dedicated microhabit support, incredibly flexible scheduling that actually adapts to your chaotic day, and CBT-based habit stocking, which is basically like doing a quick 1-minute stretch right after you brush your teeth. We focus strictly on stress reduction, protecting your autonomy, and absolutely guilt-free tracking. We don't punish you for being a busy mom. We're here to actually support you.
The absolutely crucial point here is empowerment. The most successful well-being strategies in the world all align with self-determination theory. In plain English, they prioritize your personal choice. Our platform gets completely out of your way. We provide the personalized insights, the CBT framework, and the gentle microhabit prompts, but you remain entirely in the driver's seat the whole time. It's self-care made sustainable, totally on your terms.
I want to leave you with this final thought today. You have spent years, probably decades, trying to bend your incredibly demanding life to fit into the rigid little boxes of traditional fitness and wellness apps. It is time to stop feeling guilty for an impossible standard. Just imagine, what could you achieve? And honestly, how much better could you feel if your wellness platform finally adapted to your life rather than the other way around? Reclaim your autonomy, ditch the guilt, and come experience a service that is truly designed for your reality.